Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be opening some Crimson Vow booster packs in the arena today. I've only opened one so far. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got a Markov Waltzer. It's a 2 in red-white. Got flying and haste at the beginning of combat. On your turn, up to 2 target creatures you control each get +1 attack until end of turn, or +1 power. And he's a 1/3. Catapult Fodder transforms into Catapult Captain. He's a 2 in 1 black zombie. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 3 or more creatures that each have toughness greater than their power, transform Catapult Fodder. Starts as a 1/5, transforms to a 2/6. Weaver of Blossoms. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Starts as a 2/3, and he costs 2 mana, 1 green. Transforms into Blossom Clad Werewolf, in which he can add 2 mana of any color, and he's a 3/4. Adamant Will. Instant. 1 mana, 1 white. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Stick one right there. Blood Fountain. I know I do already have one of these. And when it enters the battlefield, create a blood token. Pay 3 mana, 1 black to sacrifice Blood Fountain, and return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Fearful Villager. 2 mana, 1 red. He's a human werewolf, 2/3. He has menace, and he transforms into a 4/3. Glad to have another menace. Ancestor's Embrace, an enchant creature, which then it'll have lifelink, and if Ancestor's Embrace would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. Transforms into Kindly Ancestor Spirit, has lifelink and disturb cost of 1 mana, 1 white. In which case he'll be a 2/3. And we got a Mythic Rare Wild Card, nice. Alright, got an uncommon wild card. Alright, I got another one of these Crawling Infestation. Might end up using 2 in 1 deck at some point. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 2 cards. Whenever 1 or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere during your turn, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. And it costs 3 mana, including 1 green. Got a common wild card, nice. Estwalt Shield Basher. 3 mana, 1 white. Human Soldier. He's a 4/2. Estwalt Shield Basher. 3 mana, 1 white. Human Soldier. 4 power, 2 toughness. Whenever he attacks, you may pay 1 mana. If you do, it gains indestructible until end of turn. Nice. Sure Strike. Looks like a new version of Sure Strike with a werewolf on it. 1 mana, 1 red. Target creature gets +3 power and gains first strike until end of turn. Witch's Web. 1 mana, 1 green. Instant. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. Untap it. That's pretty nice for green, especially if you're playing mono green and you don't hardly have any flyers. Got another Ancestor's Embrace. Patchwork Crawler, nice. I got me a new zombie. 1 mana, 1 blue. Pay 2 mana, 1 blue. Exile target creature card from your graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on Patchwork Crawler. And Patchwork Crawler has all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with it. He starts as a 1/2. Sounds pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Into the Night. It becomes night, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards +1. Alright. I'm sure I'll be using that at some point. Cost 3 mana, 1 red. Diver Scob. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. This is one of the ones I remember seeing when they were previewing Crimson Vow. 3 mana, 2 2 blue zombie has exploit. When Diver Scab exploits a creature, target creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. And he's a 3/5. Exploit is like when the creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. So, and then when he exploits the creature, the target creature's owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Blood Servitor. I do remember getting that in the first pack I opened before recording this video. He's an artifact creature construct. When he enters the battlefield, create a blood token. He's a 2/2, and he costs 3 mana. Hungry Ridge Wolf, 1 mana, 1 red, and he's a 2/2. He's a wolf. As long as you control another wolf or werewolf, Hungry Ridge Wolf gets +1 power and has trample. That's pretty decent. Persistent Specimen Skeleton. I guess I'll probably be adding him to my Skeletons deck. My green-black Skeletons deck. And he costs 1 black. And for 2 mana, 1 black, return Persistent Specimen from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And he's a 1/1. So, basically a new version of Sanitarium Skeleton. Massive Might, 1 green. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Alright. And Valdarin Epicure. He's a 1 red vampire, and he has 1 power, 1 toughness. And when he enters the battlefield, he deals 1 damage to each opponent and create a blood token. And I also have Dig Up. It's a sorcery for 1 green. Has Cleave. For 1 mana +2 black and 1 green. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So if you cast the Cleave cost, you remove the words in the square brackets, meaning you can search your library for, I guess I'm still learning about this. You can search your library for any card, and I guess you don't have to reveal it if you pay the Cleave cost. So it seems like, I guess. Whoever's watching this, let me know in the comments below if I'm getting that wrong, or feel free to explain it to me, and I'll make sure to do more research on Cleave. And my last booster pack that I have for now, Bloodsworn Squire, 3 mana, 1 black, Vampire Soldier. And while he's on the battlefield, you can pay 1 mana, 1 black to discard a card. And Bloodsworn Squire gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. Then if there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, transform Bloodsworn Squire. Pretty cool. Once you have some creatures in your graveyard, to transform into Bloodsworn Knight. And Bloodsworn Knight's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. And for the 1 mana, 1 black again, you can discard a card, and he gains indestructible until end of turn. And he starts as a 3/3, so he becomes as powerful as the number of creatures in the graveyard. Can't wait to use him. Boarded Window for 3 mana artifact. Creatures attacking you get -1 power. At the beginning of each end step, if you were dealt 4 or more damage this turn, exile Boarded Window. Wolf Strike for 2 mana, 1 green. Instant. Target creature you control gets +2 power until end of turn if it's night. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So similar to Rabid Bite or Struggle for Skimcar, except you'll only get the +2 if it's nighttime. Scattered Thoughts, 3 mana, 1 blue. Instant. Look at your top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Dawnheart Disciple, 1 mana, 1 green, human warlock. Whenever another human enters the battlefield under your control, Dawnheart Disciple gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Starts as a 2/2. Ragged Recluse, 2/1, human peasant. At the beginning of your end step, if you discarded a card this turn, transform Ragged Recluse into Odious Witch. Whenever Odious Witch attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And she's a 3/3. So could easily go with Bloodsworn Squire, as well as other cards. Or also when you discard a card with a blood token. Cradle of Safety for a 1 mana and 1 blue enchantment aura with flash. When Cradle of Safety enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gains hexproof until end of turn and gets +1/+1. And we got a Hallowed Haunting. 2 mana plus 2 white enchantment. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white Spirit Cleric creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of spirits you control. Well, I suppose that'll come in handy, but you're going to have a whole bunch of enchantments. We'll see about that. So those are just some of the new Crimson Vow cards. I know I already like a lot of them. Let me know in the comments below which are some of your favorite new Crimson Vow cards and which ones you think you've had a lot of success with already. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe. Have a great day.